Hey everybody, so here's the final update on the lights for the A-Wing. After this, I get to seal it up and go to body construction for a while. So here we got the front plate that will be hiding the power connectors there. I think I got a slightly thinner piece of metal that I'll trim that out of, and then I can detail it up and make sure I get it exactly symmetrical. It's a little off kilter on one of the sides depending on how you look at it. Up here on the back, I was going to rubber cement a piece of plastic that I formed over that. However, the magnets that I put in each side will hold a metal piece down. So I'm just going to shape a thinner piece of metal to go over that and act more like a cowling. So it'll stick on either side at this size, but it really needs a properly shaped and fitted piece to go there. I got the canopy on just for the moment. I won't be putting the plastic that came with it in there, because that creates a lot of reflections that are difficult to deal with when you're shooting. However, it would keep the dust out, of course. So I'll have to put this in a glass case eventually or something. The cockpit itself is holding up fine. Let me get this out of here because it is a delicate little piece. The red LED did die after about 3 hours, so I replaced that, and that's going to be alright now. And let's swing around and take a look at the engines. So these outer rings here, those are just fit into place. There is no glue holding them. Then I don't know how well you can see the engine details there. Let me switch focus and see how good a close-up I can get. So that's probably about it right there. I'm going to take a silver brush and really go over those grates in a really fine way. It definitely adds a lot of character to everything. It's a little blown out on the video here. All the shadows it adds to the inner ring give it a lot of really great detail, and the way the light affects these outer rings back here is really cool. So congrats to Ian Lawrence and Alfred Wong for making a really great model here. So I painted the insides of those canisters silver first, and then I just dropped those clear pieces in. Those have a few coats of transparent black on them just to darken things up. So I'll definitely go with a bit of silver highlighting like I mentioned. And take a last look at the cockpit here, all fully lit up. I applied a little heat to some of those fibers, and that helped out to show the individual lights off a lot better. Still can't quite really see the full light power of each one, however it works out well enough. I didn't move any fibers around when I replaced the red, but that's okay. I'll just leave them the way it is. I don't mind having a lot of nuclear green up front in the cockpit there. It looks kind of cool, I think. I did move the blue LED back, and let's pop the case open and see what's up. So the fit on the interior is really tight. I had to cut away all this detail in here, and I even sliced down the resin that was here in the middle. It got so thin on this back piece here that it got a few holes, or near holes in there, so you can see light through it real easy. So I put this thin piece of styrene over there to help protect it. And the way that cockpit bottom there sits, it's exactly fitting it. This is almost too tall at like 0.01 millimeters to fit in there. I stranded up 2 sets of wires for each of the positive and negative to go to the bottom. These are soldered on nice and well to the railroad tracks for the power. I doubled up the wire just to help out on any current issues that could occur. I would have gone with a heavier gauge like this one here, but this stuff is too stiff to be able to have any kind of flex to it. So like I said, the red LED did die, so that's a new one in there. Once these have been on for about 15 hours, I'll seal up all these areas with the black silicone. Rather than trimming the wires down here, I just basically shoved them out of the way and just tried to make them as tightly as possible here without actually getting in the way of the stand. but the stand itself will not go that far into it, so I'm not too worried. Having a lot of empty space is definitely going to be a good thing.
No.
When I did some CA down here, I didn't get any on the fiber, and if I did, the fiber is still intact and good, so I'm glad about that, rather, because CA will destroy fiber optics almost instantly. So there is a little light leak coming from these areas here when the body is sealed, and let me put it back together and we'll take a final look at it. So this is a good example here of why that black silicone has to go on the back of the LEDs. And I think I mentioned that this is going to take a lot of clamps to be able to seal everything together. It's a really tight fit. There's a lot crammed in here for the size. And you can see two horribly bad seams along this edge. This is my fault for the way I put the engines on. I had thought I lined them up properly, but the way things have gone and the way this doesn't quite fit anymore, that's accounting for that. But that's an easy fix with no problems whatsoever. It's definitely a tight look, but an easy fix. And as for fixes, I also have to put a styrene strip on that side to match this side here. This little flare right there is missing on that. I broke that off a while ago. I snapped this edge. This top fin here, broke that off. I punched through this piece of hole right there. The focus will come in. So I sealed that up. I nearly sliced through some of the hull down here on the bottom. And overall, this kit has definitely seen some battle damage just from me handling it. It should fix well. So a simple metal plate will go over the back here when this isn't in use. And I'm thinking that's pretty much it for everything. So once I got this sealed up tomorrow sometime, maybe late tonight, I'll do it. It'll all be good, then I can put it aside for a little while and concentrate on the cutaway Falcon, which is up there waiting for me to finish the interior off on that. Once I finish that off, I can actually start puttying the bodies on the Romulan there, this guy, the Star Destroyer, the EVA pod there, the EVA pod way over there by the antenna kit, and the Cylon Raider, which is put away right now. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 or so lit models coming up. I want to be doing all the puttying on this guy and the others by Thanksgiving weekend, which gives me 1 week to finish the Falcon off. And then I want to have all 6 or 7 of them fully painted and finished by Christmas, New Year's Eve. So that's it for this guy. Thanks for watching. See ya.